Do you have any, Andrew? Any good
You wanna
scar
hear
stories?
You want to hear a scar story from when I was younger?
Yeah.
Real stupid one. You know what prairie dogs are?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but
So
trying to figure out where this is going.
Hey, you won't see it coming. My dad's buddy from like high school, whatever. We were at his house his house for just a barbecue one summer night when I was really young, and I don't remember very much from my childhood, like ages like birth to 4 or 5, shit like that, as many people don't remember. But I remember this moment, and it was because
There are prairie dogs.
he had prairie dogs as pets, like gerbils,
Really?
in a cage.
Where are they indigenous to? Prairie dogs.
Wyoming.
Are they really?
I don't know
I
where
didn't know
he
you could
got
have
them.
those as pets.
I don't know where the fuck he got them.
It's probably similar to like a ferret in
I
a
guess
way.
so, but all right. Anyway,
And I thought they were like hamsters.
They're cute.
It looked cute, and I really wanted to play with one. And they're aggressive motherfuckers.
Are
like,
they?
You don't play with prairie dogs.
Really?
Yeah, no, you don't go near those motherfuckers. They will ruin you.
really?
Yeah. And I was like, come here, buddy, trying to pet it, sticking my finger in the cage here and there. And this fucking dog, bit down on my finger straight to the bone.
Oh,
I didn't think... My mom was sitting like across the room, and when she heard me yell, she's like, he's not going to get his finger back. She's like, that finger is gone. Like, we're going to have to put it on ice, and like someone's going to have to sew it back on his hand.
why do people get those as pets then?
I've never heard of anyone having those as a pet other than this story.
Dude, I remember looking down at my finger as whatever age I was and seeing bone, and I was like, and I don't remember anything after that. I remember them wrapping it up, and that was it.
I'd probably pass out.
I do not want another single pop culture reference out of you for the rest of the trip. You understand?
I'm trying to say that something is coming.
Welcome to On Tap. I am Jason here with Tay and Andrew. How we doing, guys? How we doing?
What week is it? Week 7?
Week 7 already.
I'm exhausted.
You know, we started this at the beginning of September.
Can't believe it.
I mean, think about that. That's like
mid-October.
Yeah, that's like the summer.
a
And
long-
now it's deep into fall.
Long time going, almost November.
I'm still having a blast with it, though.
I love podcasting.
It is. On a side note, it is fucking pouring out. I was thinking about this earlier. Could you imagine if we lost power in the middle of the pod?
That would suck. Amazing sleep weather, though. So
Big time.
Unfortunate.
Bring it on.
I live in the basement. I don't hear
You don't hear
anything.
nothing.
You don't?
Which is unfortunate because I used to love listening to the sound of rainfall.
Dude,
I
there's
downloaded-
nothing like it.
I downloaded an app. I'll give it to you. It's a good app.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really
Honestly,
good.
man, I was gonna look at you and be like, Spotify has everything.
No,
I
it's
need.
a soundscape app.
So you've listened to that, like trying to fall asleep. Does it work?
Out like a light.
Really?
You could layer sounds and stuff. Oh god, it's
Really?
tremendous. It's really good. Yeah.
Sarah listens to not sound. She listens to like calming music.
Yeah.
Like just real.
Yeah, like
I can't do
classical?
any of that.
they have some of that on here. They have like
Does she
Buddha
sleep
music.
with headphones in?
No, she just kind of puts it on.
That's dangerous.
Sleeping with headphones in, I've tried it a couple
That's
times.
a thing.
I mean, I just did it just because when my brother and I used to share a room, like I would just fall asleep sometimes with headphones in. But like when I'd purposely try to fall asleep listening to like the rainfall or the beach waves,
Yeah.
it would never work.
Ears hurt.
Yeah.
After. It's called Relax Melodies No Space.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but recommend.
I'll give it a
sponsor.
shot.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, but I can't do that stuff. I don't know. I just, you know what I fall asleep to? The Office.
Yeah, you do. I hear it every night. I hear the
Or
doo
par-
doo doo. It'll be 2 a.m. I hear the doo 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 doo.
Or Parks and Rec. Either
Aw,
one.
man, such
Yep.
good shows, both of them.
But that's what I fall asleep to. It is what it is. Hey guys, we're on social media if you want to check us out. Here we go. I'm going to try to do it all the way through without fucking up on one of the words, because towards the end I always get my tongue tied.
Godspeed.
We're on Twitter at OnTapOfficial. YouTube, OnTap Podcast. Check us out on there. Subscribe and click that bell notification button so you can get updates when we put out new content. We're on Instagram, Official On Tap, and we're also on Facebook, Official On Tap. And then you can listen to the full show on SoundCloud and Spotify. For some reason, still not up on iTunes, but fuck them.
Those bastards.
But yeah, thanks
Spotify's
for
better
tuning in.
anyway than Apple Music.
I agree, but a lot of people listen to Apple Music or Apple
Apple Podcasts.
So I feel like we definitely got to get our show up on there. But they're taking their sweet fucking time reviewing our show.
Are they actually, though?
I think they are. I submitted it again for a review after it got rejected the first time.
We deserve it.
Fucking dicks.
Well, now we'll definitely not get on, so...
They'll hear this and be like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't deserve us.
We got a great lineup for tonight, as usual. Going to be talking a lot about El Camino. Actually doing an official review of El Camino.
Official.
We have a bet to settle.
Do we? Oh, shit, we do,
The
don't
Rotten Tomato scores.
Shit.
I
Tape,
think I lost that one.
pull up the Rotten Tomato, and the closest one, I think, escapes the shot.
All right, don't say it yet, but stay tuned for that. Then we also got the Venom 1 director officially confirming that Venom is leading to a Spider-Man crossover with Tom Holland, so that's kind of interesting.
Hell yeah.
We have a new trailer that has been released for a new series of X-Men comics. We'll get into a little bit about the new movie Robert Downey Jr. starring in Doolittle. Then we got to talk a little bit about Fortnite Season 2 and that whole fiasco leading up to the launch. I couldn't believe my eyes, dude, for some of that, and I'm ready to rant. And then finally at the end, our release radar as usual.
Yes, sir.
So that's that.
I don't think we talked about El Camino last week.
No.
I think we just brought it up like it was coming out on Friday. What?
Did we write down the Rotten Tomato scores?
Yeah, there's like the first week.
Way back we did, yeah. I think we talked about it in the first episode.
I'll tell you right now, I think I lost this.
You shot
you
low,
wrote it down
I remember.
twice, bro. So there's no way you lost it. All right, so we settling the bet right now.
I guess,
What?
yeah.
Why? Because you know you won.
I don't know. No, I really don't think I did win. I might
right.
have though.
So what do you want to hear first? The scores that we gave, or...
Yeah.
The scores that we gave.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I gave an 86.
Ooh.
Andrew gave a 92.
Uh-huh.
Jason gave an 83.
I gave an 83.
I mean a 93, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I was gonna say.
Oh, Jason might have won.
And the official Tomato Meter score as of today,
Let's hear it.
94.
no way!
Yes!
94. The audience score, however, I'd just like to point out is an 83.
Oh, baby.
So we're
How?
ballparking.
Really? The audience didn't like it that
All right,
much.
so at the end of the show, you guys are ripping a shot.
I will say, too,
I'll
though,
do it right now.
I
End of the
can't...
show. End of the show.
I'll do it right now.
End of the show. Let's keep it civil for the pod.
I guess.
Sucking down
even though
this too juicy.
I'm in the zone. I'd just like to point out that The Joker was a 69%. I thought that was a better movie than El Camino.
I agree. Joker was only 69%. It was because of all the controversy, dude.
They probably only had certain groups look at it.
Yeah, people had their panties in a bunch.
Yeah,
I guess so.
But
El
wow,
Camino.
I won. I'm kind of proud of myself.
Way to go,
94,
Jay.
That's pretty good.
94.
I can't
Pretty good.
believe
I
lost.
Let's
Again.
get into it a little bit.
0 for 2 on bets on this show.
What'd you guys think? Anyone? Bueller?
It was a good movie. Honestly, it was
Thoroughly enjoyed it?
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed. It was a great story again, written by the director Vince Gilligan.
Yep.
Who did so well during the whole series. It was just another good story, and it was nice to have closure with what happened to Pinkman.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really it in a nutshell, and it touched up on a lot of stuff. For Christ's sake, seeing a Walt, I almost pooped.
Same. I almost started crying, dude. I was like, Walt?
It was
So-
it made it even better because
Yep.
they flashed it back to
Yeah.
when their relationship was just
It was
it
great.
was great.
It was
Like,
great, and they nailed it in that scene.
They
with
cared for each other.
Yep.
Yep.
One of the concerns I had, I mean, I didn't have many concerns to begin with, but I was afraid that they were just kind of making this movie for the sake of making another Breaking Bad movie. I was almost worried that they didn't really have a story to tell. You know what I mean? I wanted them to be doing this movie because they genuinely had another story that needed to be told, not because they were just looking to make more money.
So do you think?
And
they
after
had a
watching
story?
this, it's completely clear to me that this was not a money grab. They genuinely had another story that they wanted to tell. You know what I mean? And I
Right.
think it was
It's the closure.
you need to have that necessity factor. You know what I mean? It's so clear when a movie or television show is just made for the sake of
grabbing some more
grabbing some
bucks.
money. And I don't think this was that. which I'm happy to say.
Hell no. This movie was a piece of art.
Yeah.
It belongs in a museum, a movie museum where it's just playing nonstop.
Yep.
Like my heart was pounding
Yeah.
the entire movie. I was at the edge of my seat the entire time. I think I was sweating at one point.
Yeah, I don't think
It
there
was amazing.
Sorry to cut you off. There wasn't a scene.
Not okay.
There wasn't a scene where I was like. There wasn't a scene where I didn't think, "Oh man, where's this going?" Or like, "What's gonna happen?"
Or why is this here type of thing.
Yeah.
And I thought
Everything was explained through the flashbacks.
they paid everything off, and the flashbacks were lengthy and satisfying.
Yeah.
Um,
I was worried the flashbacks were gonna take away from the movie because, like, we knew
Well, that's
going
what
into
happened.
it, we were like, "There's got to be flashbacks of like,
Oh, yeah.
him and Walter,
Him
or-
and Mike.
Yeah, like I didn't expect all the flashbacks of him being imprisoned. Like that just went right over my head. Like
Let me ask you a question
I
about
thought a lot of it was going to be more of his time, like Breaking Bad with Walter.
Yeah. Speaking of the flashbacks of him in prison, it's been a long time since I watched Breaking Bad. I didn't remember Todd as a character.
Yeah, he was.
and in the moment, I didn't either.
And I was like, I did kind of, I went back and watched the scene where Todd dies in Breaking Bad, and then I remembered him. But at the time when he first appeared in El Camino, I was like, who is this guy?
Gained a lot of weight.
Yeah, he got real fat.
He's a great actor, though.
He's in a lot of different side things.
Yeah, he's in one of the Black Mirror episodes.
Friday Night Lights as well.
USS Callister.
Yep.
That's the one he was in.
Yep.
Great
What
actor.
a memory you got.
There we go.
Yeah, absolutely. He was there during the train heist. You remember the train heist?
I gotta rewatch so much.
Oh my!
Talk me into it. Come on.
The train heist is when they were trying to get the methylene for
Yes,
Breaking
yes,
Bad,
yes,
and they
yeah.
stopped the train,
Yeah.
stole however many gallons of methylene from
Weren't they
it.
kind of like under a bridge almost?
Yeah,
Or,
they
like,
were
down-
pumping it under a bridge
Yeah.
into like a
Yeah.
truck fucking thing.
That was pretty cool.
It was.
What was Todd in that scene?
He was there, and,
Oh.
and some kid witnessed the entire heist, and Todd shot the kid,
Yeah.
killed the
Fuck
kid.
me, I gotta
I do remember that.
rewatch. He's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, he
in
doesn't
this
give a shit. He
universe.
just murders whatever he feels like needs to be murdered. That maid.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like the maid, and how like nonchalantly he was talking about it.
Yeah, he was like go ahead, dude.
No, you go for it.
The entire time, like when that flashback started of getting Jesse out of the pit that he lived in,
Yeah.
bringing him to unlocking the gate, driving the El Camino all the way to his apartment, and he's like, "Is this what you need help with? Just putting this tailgate onto your El Camino?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Kinda, yeah. Well, you'll see. Come on, come inside."
Yeah, you're right.
And then he starts talking about the paintings. He's like, "Oh, so you want me to paint the walls in your house?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, maybe if we have time." we
Yeah,
can do
right.
that." Walks in the next room. There's a dead woman, dead maid on the ground.
And he doesn't even acknowledge it.
Yeah,
he's
he's
just
just,
like, all right.
He just walked in. He's like, "I need help with that." He just kind of like
Even
points
Jesse.
at it, and Jesse's like, "Oh my, what the fuck, man?"
He's like, Jesus.
he couldn't believe his eyes, and he was like, "What do you want me to do?"
It was whack. They were rolling her like a freaking cigar, and he goes, "Oh, wait a second," and then takes the belt off and stands up, just loops it around himself.
He's just nuts. He's a straight up nut job,
And then
he's great.
Weren't they like eating like soup or something like that?
He loves
right?
the soup.
Yeah.
He goes to Jesse like 2 times. You sure you don't want any soup?
Kept offering him the soup, and like I was like, man, maybe being enslaved by this dude isn't terrible. But
And
then
the
you
dead
realize
body's
he's
just
nuts.
like laying there as they're eating soup.
yeah.
Yep.
It's like, holy fuck.
And then Pinkman had to lay next to it as they drove out to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
desert.
yeah. That's right too. Shit, can you
Silly.
imagine that, dude?
It's got to smell.
Laying that, it's gotta smell.
When it bumps into him and he just crawls away as quickly as he can. Then he's got to dig the hole.
Yeah.
And everything. Ah, what a
Yeah.
poor bastard.
Speaking of those parts and stuff, I mean, and the part where Jesse's in the shower, it's just the PTSD flashbacks from everything this guy has seen. It really showed this movie really showed how that weighed on him as a person over the years of seeing all these fucked up things. He was in the shower just having those PTSD episodes. He woke up, he didn't know where the hell he was, almost shot Skinny.
Yep.
And,
It's Skinny
and
and
Badger.
And
Badger.
That's right.
And,
I love Badger, man. That dude is a dunce.
he was so funny in this one.
Hey, dude, come check out what's on TV. I'm not watching TV right now, man. What's the matter with you? it's the news.
They were boys though in this movie.
Yeah,
They
were
helped.
real homies.
Yes.
They helped Pinkman out with everything. Everything.
Lord, I hope if I ever murder somebody, you got my back.
Yeah, I mean,
And you, Jason. I'm looking for both of
All
you
right.
for a couple grand
you-
to get me out of the country.
don't be implying nothing.
Don't
But speaking of the PTSD, one of the parts that I thought was really, really interesting, it was subtle, but when Jesse took the gun with him into the shower, I was just like, damn, dude, like, you're that paranoid and that,
Yeah.
that...
doesn't trust anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a real thing.
That was nuts.
What I was trying to remember, and foolish of me for not looking it up beforehand, was how long he was in prisons. Like, how long was the time skip from when
that
Walt
part got a
saved
little
him?
fuzzy for me, too.
I'm going to look it up right now. You guys talk.
Because Breaking Bad, the series, how long did that go? Like, I mean...
I think we were talking about this. I think the last season ended when we were seniors in high school.
No.
Oh.
I mean, like, in the show,
Yeah.
I should have specified.
Yeah. How long did it go from start making
Like,
math?
the timeline, yeah.
Like
yeah.
Walt being a teacher
Yeah.
to dying?
Right. What was that time span? Was it like a year?
I think it was like, something
I don't
like
think
that.
it was much longer than a year.
It was pretty quick, I think.
It says 6 months here.
The Breaking Bad timeline?
The whole series?
Yeah.
Oh, no. The Breaking Bad timeline, it was like a year and a half in total.
Was it?
Because it started on Walt's whatever birthday,
Yeah.
and then a couple seasons later, it was his next birthday.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. After he
Okay.
had, like,
Good
beat cancer
memory.
and everything.
Shit.
I remember because they did the bacon. Oh, it's right here. It's right here on the screen. I didn't even realize it. Walt was 51 at one point at the beginning of the show, and by Live Free or Die, where's that? That's season 5. So it took course. The whole show took course over a year and 6 months.
It's relatively short.
Yeah.
That's
For having
wild.
the-
For everything that had happened to him in a year,
Yeah.
I'd lose my mind.
That's at least something like every other day that's going down.
Oh
Shit.
my! Yeah, so Walt had the remember the bacon birthday numbers that Skylar would do
Yeah.
every year. So he was 51 and started the show, and then 52 by the end
When
he died.
when we watched it the second time through, we were saying how I think it's a missed opportunity Breaking Bad had to not have an interaction between Pinkman and Walt Jr.
Yeah, I think
What a
so.
dynamic that would have been.
There was never one.
Never, not
And-
one encounter.
What about Pinkman and Skylar?
I think he would
I
have owned
think-
Skylar.
I feel like they met or something at one point.
Oh, they met?
I think Pinkman
I don't know.
did Pinkman go there for dinner one night.
Did he?
I don't know.
I think you might be right.
I
We looking that up?
here we go. Google. Did
Was Walt Jr. there then?
I think he might
Must
have
have
been.
So maybe that's worth rewatching.
It would also.
Honestly, the show in general is absolutely worth rewatching.
Yeah.
but I'm missing a lot of little details.
Same.
that's bothering me.
Obviously.
Well, it's been a while since,
Obviously, my favorite flashback in the show was with Walt and when they were at the
The diner? Yeah.
And he thought Pinkman didn't get his diploma. He's like, I graduated, dick.
You just need to get your GED. He's
Yeah.
like, why would I need a GED? As he's shoveling lettuce and pineapple into his mouth. Why would I need my GED? I graduated high school, yo.
Yeah.
He's like, you were literally on the stage handing my or as I got handed my diploma.
I graduated high school, dick.
Didn't Walt say something about the amount of pineapple that Pinkman got?
He was like, you want heavy on the pineapple? He's like, it's good for you. It's got bromine. He's like, bromonine or whatever.
Bromelain.
Bromelain.
It's like, what?
What is bromelain?
I don't know.
That's something.
What a dynamic, though. Those two
Great
characters.
scene.
Yeah, it was.
He did eat dinner with Walt, and Walt Jr. was
I
not
thought so.
there.
Damn.
Walt and Skylar. It was in season 5.
Well, why? What do you guys think?
Do you remember that? Because Skylar and Walt were fighting, and Pinkman was just sitting there like, just eating his lasagna or whatever he was eating. It's right here.
That's crazy.
What do you guys think the dynamic would be between Walt Jr. and
Just
Jesse?
polar opposite
It'd be
personalities.
hilarious.
Yeah, it'd be. I feel like Jesse wouldn't know what to do.
You'd just be like, what's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Jessie Pinkman. But I'm speechless. In all honesty, like the movie left me just in awe. I was so happy with it.
Yep.
The flashbacks were done beautifully. They set up plot points that would continue the story moving in the movie. It was start to finish. My heart was beating. It was racing nonstop, and I just at every turn I was like, he's gonna get turned in, he's gonna get caught, he's gonna die. I didn't think he was gonna make it to the end of the movie, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I was a little bit curious about when Badger took the car in the beginning?
Yeah.
And that they just kind of left that story like
I just didn't
nothing happened with it.
What I think happened, and what I was trying to figure out with it is, okay, so
Let me just specify the scene. So
go ahead.
This is when I'm talking about when at the beginning when Badger took the El Camino, right? Mm-hmm. And he took it down to where did he take it? Mexico. That's right. And he was going to wipe it of fingerprints and kind of throw the cops off Jesse's trail.
Right.
And so then he leaves in the El Camino, and then we don't hear what happened to him.
So what I think they were doing was, because Skinny Pete was like, yeah, man, I'm just gonna tell the cops, like, I swapped pink slips. That's the truth. Like, he put me up to any lie detector test. Like, that's what happened. And Badger drove the car to Mexico, as an act to drive the police away from where Pinkman was actually going in Badger's car.
Right.
So by, if anything, Skinny Pete, like, if they were interrogating him, they'd be like, yeah, my car's this. Like, if you find that, you'll probably find him. And they brought it to Mexico as, like, and Skinny Pete asked Jesse, he was like, do you think that they would expect you to go to Mexico? And I'm pretty sure Jesse replies with, like, no. But they were like, all right, well, we're just going to send my car that way, this way. Like, it's just a different path it could take you.
Yeah,
it's just a wild goose chase type of thing. It was just all part of a plan to directing the cops one way.
No,
that's
I get
all I could really get from it.
I definitely get the reason why he did it. I just don't get.
I'll be right
back. Are you pissing already?
I gotta pee really bad.
He's breaking the seal 20 minutes into the show.
I didn't even go before the pod like I usually do. I gotta go.
Holy fuck. He's gonna go about 2 more times. Want to bet?
No, I don't want to bet because I already lost twice on this show.
Shit, you both did. But anyway, what I was saying is, don't you think? I thought it was a little weird how they sent Badger down to do this mission with the El Camino,
right?
And then after he left with it, they didn't
acknowledge it.
They didn't acknowledge it. They didn't reference it at all. They didn't, talk about him. And I thought that was going to be like a key, like, sub storyline in the movie,
right?
And it just wasn't.
I agree, but after watching the movie twice now, like, thinking about it, it just seems like it would have been forced trying to put that in anywhere else in the movie. Because at all other parts in the movie, you were just like, when Pinkman was looking for the money, he was in a flashback. Maybe if they made, like, one of the flashbacks shorter, like, they could have cut away to that. But
I think the reason why I was expecting there to be more on the El Camino when Badger took it is because they almost set it up in a way where it was like when he drove away with that car, the first thing I thought was, shit's gonna go down with this.
Right.
Something's gonna go wrong. It's risky. They're gonna catch him. Something's gonna go horribly wrong. And then nothing happened.
Yeah, well,
like, we didn't hear about it.
When they showed him, like, driving off originally, I thought he was going to get, like, into a car accident or
exactly.
shot immediately.
Exactly.
And, like, they were going to be fucked.
Or he would have been arrested instead of Jesse.
Right.
And that would have escalated or something like that. But
we just didn't see anything from it. I'm not complaining. Like, honestly, the movie was still great without it. It does leave people questioning.
Right.
Like, if you don't really, like, kind of dissect that scene where they're talking about that game plan, it leaves confusion.
How about that part where Skinny was like, or Jesse was like, why are you doing this all for me? And Skinny was like, you're my hero.
Dude, I almost cried.
Dude, same.
Like, I don't even know, like, what he meant by he was, like...
We gotta ask Tate this. I think this is a good topic to talk
I think
about.
Tate would enjoy this as well, but...
What do you think he meant? Because
I guess it was, like, just how hyped and, like, how big Pinkman actually was because of the blue meth. Like, no one knew it was him making it, aside from Skinny Pete and Badger and Walt. But, like, they saw the money he was making and just the cash influx he had, and they were just like, I guess it was you made it. Like,
Yeah.
you made it as a drug dealer. Yeah, all this crazy, terrible shit happened to you, but I still look up to you, man. Like, you got your money.
Because you got through it.
Yeah.
Here's the question. I'm curious to know what you think. The part in
Welcome back to it.
was it a good piss?
It was all right.
All right, welcome back.
Okay.
Seal's broken. The part where Jesse in the beginning was like, he said to Skinny, he was like, "Why are you doing this all for me?" And Skinny was like, "You're my hero." And then just kind of shrugged it off and walked away. I love that part. I thought, I mean, I almost like shed a tear.
Yeah.
But Andrew and I were talking about, what do you think he meant by that? When he said, "You're my hero," like, for what?
I don't know. Probably for just enduring everything.
That's what I was thinking.
Just like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know. It's up for interpretation, but I think he sees all the shit he's been through, especially having seen Jesse's PTSD episodes and all that stuff, and
it's honestly like a little confidence boost, like something you need, like,
Yeah.
as a runaway from the law at this point. Like, you need someone's like, "Look, we got your back, man. And by the way, what you've done is great.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason to put yourself down, like, type of thing."
yeah. I mean,
Maybe because, like, you did break the law.
Yeah.
And they said it was the largest methamphetamine, like,
Yeah.
Heist.
not heist, because
What's the-
that's like
yeah, that's
stealing.
right. That's not it.
methamphetamine like distributor, like operation in
there you
U.S.
go.
history.
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
Fucking heist. The fuck am I thinking?
We're just stealing meth.
it could have been too. I don't know their ages or whatever. I guess age doesn't really matter. But Skinny Pete probably also looked up to Jesse as like almost an older brother, like some guy who's just this.
Skinny Pete looks like an older man.
Everyone has these admirers in their life and like people they admire and stuff. And he could have just seen Jesse as like a cool guy who like he aspires to be, and he's just like, "You're my hero" and shit. Like,
That's, I think, the exact quote, right?
Yeah.
"You're my hero" and shit.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe it was just his way of saying like, "I love you, man. Like, I love you.
Yeah.
You're my brother."
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, saying it without saying "I love you."
Yeah.
But speaking of,
Go for it.
I'm jumping in here.
Go for
I've
it,
had
go
a
for
point, man. I've wanted to make about Pinkman for a while.
By
I
all
waited for this movie
Well, I'm
to
excited.
try to confirm it.
All right.
You said, Pinkman endured all this bullshit that happened to him. Jesse Pinkman is a survivor.
Yeah.
A flat out survivor.
Not
From
only-
start to finish of this show, he always got away.
Not only a survivor, an adapter
Yeah.
Yep.
to everything.
Yep.
From jumping out the window when the cops originally came and Walt was in the car and he saw him, to escaping the two twin brothers in the cartel. I mean, Walt helped out big time in that. Killing Gale, working with Mike, surviving
Todd.
surviving Todd and the white supremacists, getting out and getting a new identity. Start to finish, Pinkman is a survivor, and I think people overlook that because he's this originally, people think of Pinkman as the party guy, gets high, is a goofball, he's the comic relief type of character in this show.
Which he is to an extent.
Yeah,
Especially in
absolutely.
Breaking
Whenever he drops bitch, I'm surprised he didn't drop it more
Magnets,
than...
bitch!
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't drop it more than once in this movie, to be honest. And
Yeah.
the first bitch of this movie wasn't even from Pinkman, which made me even more mad. But
he said it though at the salad bar, in the diner.
What did he say?
I don't know. He was like picking up a tomato or something. He was like, "Oh yeah, bitch," or something like that.
But Pinkman, he does it. He doesn't give up,
Yeah.
and that's a great trait to have as a character,
Yep.
as a person. And even though like he did all these bad things in his life, like Pinkman's kind of someone to look up to.
Where I saw that,
I think you just answered the question.
Yeah.
I think that's why Skinny said that, because he sees that he's a survivor and he doesn't quit fighting.
Yeah, maybe so. There it is.
There you go.
I couldn't put the words
Look at
together
that.
originally, but that's my other
we,
point.
we arrived at an
Yeah.
answer. What were you gonna say?
where I really saw that was when, and you said Pinkman used to be the guy who gets high and parties and gets drunk, passes out, does every drug under the sun. Where I really saw like he means business is when he was with Skinny Pete and Badger, and they like were smoking, and they offered him the weed, and he was like, he didn't even acknowledge it because he's up to like new stuff, eyes on the prize.
Yep.
He's like, I don't got time for that.
He looked at it, he was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just, nah.
Yeah, and then he just went right to the phone book and started making his plan with the vacuum guy stuff. And I mean, he knows when to when to,
This
stop.
guy has endured so many things. 2 of his female lovers died.
Yeah.
Walt killed one, Todd killed another.
Yep.
It's crazy. He's gone through so much shit, and he still has not given the fuck up.
And Walt himself died,
Yeah.
right? And that must have been...
I'm sure it wasn't
taxing
easy
for
for
him a
him, but at the same time, I feel like he didn't care because he was trying to get
Right,
out
right.
in the beginning of all this nonsense that got him enslaved. So, but I feel that when they exchanged glares in finale, you can tell Pinkman really wanted to kill him, but he couldn't bring himself to it because of everything they've gone through already.
What do we think? Let's skip to the ending. Good ending. What do we think?
It was foreshadowed like crazy in the first 3 minutes of the movie.
It was big time.
I
was worried it wasn't going to make it there, though. I really thought he was going to get caught somewhere along the line.
Me too.
Yeah,
I was worried.
Jess said this as well. It would have been kind of nice to see how he got to the vacuum guy and how they got to Alaska, as opposed to him just kind of driving into the border.
Yeah.
But I guess it's implied.
Yeah.
So.
I thought it was funny when they opened up the back and he was just crammed in, just one lantern, a heater, and a pillow.
Yeah.
That
So
looks so
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
So
imagine
uncomfortable.
how long that car ride was
Couldn't
from
imagine.
New Mexico to Alaska,
But for
through Canada.
For a new life, I guess you're doing it.
I guess
I
so.
wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Man, all that money he got, he made so much more money after murking that other guy. What was his name?
Who? Oh,
The auto body guy.
yeah, the candy welding guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know his
I don't know
name.
his name either.
Go
for Joe. The guy, the tow guy.
I was listening to our friend Sam Whitfield's review on El Camino. Shout out to Sam Whitfield. And Sam brought up the point.
Did you like it?
He did. He loved it.
Yeah.
He had, some critiques. But one of the things that he said was, I guess a lot of people were, or not a lot of people, but there was a handful of people out there who wanted more of a bittersweet ending rather than just a happy ending for Jesse.
Is this Game of Thrones?
What do we think about that? Because I personally, I thought it was going to be bittersweet, but I didn't necessarily want a bittersweet ending.
Part of me was torn, half and half. I don't know what I believed, but I definitely thought it was possible for Jesse to A, get away,
Die.
or B, die.
Yeah.
And
Or B,
honestly,
die.
yeah, I would have been satisfied with either of those. So it really didn't matter which way they took. It's the end of Pinkman's story, whichever way. So I was happy with, I guess.
It's just a happy
Yeah,
ending.
it was a good ending to a great movie. That's it.
Me
To
too,
a
yeah.
great character.
I think if Pinkman died, I would have just been sobbing at the end of this
Really?
movie. Yeah. I would have been very upset. I probably wouldn't think the movie was bad just because he died, by any means, but I think it would have pulled on a heartstring or two.
I think it would have been a little too much knowing that Walt died and then Jesse died too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It would have been kind of poetic.
Imagine
yeah,
if
I guess
Walt
so.
survived and Jesse died.
That would have been more sad than Walt dying and Jesse surviving.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. 'Cause
Jesse dying?
Jesse's a young kid.
Yeah.
He got wrapped up in this shithole freaking situation.
And at the end, he wanted to help Walt. You heard him in the flashback. He was like, your family's gonna get every dime that's meant for them or coming their way.
Yep.
And I don't think they did. But originally season 2, 3, him and Walt were clicking on the same page. They wanted to help each other. They wanted to be there for each other. And their relationship speaks miles.
Listen, speaking of death, too, R.I.P. to the vacuum guy. Robert Forster, his name is, I guess.
Yeah, he died 2 days after the movie.
Yeah.
No shit. Really?
Yeah, he's
R.I.P..
brain cancer.
Really?
So rest in peace. I mean, he saved Jesse in a way, man. His character. So just something to note.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of his other work, but he was good in this movie, and I do remember him as the guy from Breaking Bad too, and he was good in that. So I'll just base my thoughts on that. But
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Rest in
right.
peace. On that note, what do we give it 1 through 10? Let's go around. Start with you, Andrew.
I'll probably stay with the same score of, what did I give it? A 9.3?
93.
9.2? Because he was 9.3,
We did
right?
percents. So you gave it a
9.2.
92%, so 9.2.
I give it I give it about a 9.3, 9.4.
It was
It was great.
I'm
really
going
didn't have much complaints.
a little lower than you guys. I'm torn between giving it into the 9s or like an 8.9.
Can I ask, before you give it like your official score, why would you what brought it down for you?
Parts of me were a little distracted by the flashbacks and the length of the flashbacks and when they happened, and scenes, like I say, it's just nitpicks at this point, but stuff like how he got to Alaska versus just showing up, and like, you know, the point that almost now seems pointless with Badger going to Mexico and stuff. Like, I don't know, they're just nitpicks.
Right,
so
right. That's fair.
It wasn't a perfect movie. It was a phenomenal movie, but I'll go like 8.9.
All right, fair enough.
Favorite scene before we move on, folks?
Yeah, I know my favorite scene, baby.
Favorite scene?
Say you go first. He's thinking.
I always gotta think about this.
My favorite scene was 100% in the whole movie when Pinkman had the 22, the welding guy had his 45. He goes, "You're 22 versus my 45," and Pinkman's like the Wild West.
Yeah.
And then he blew holes all through that guy's freaking chest with the other gun that was hiding in his pocket.
I think I like that scene even more when the guy, after he takes all their licenses,
Yeah.
and he goes, You're on fire, dude. And he just walked out, so fearful, but like, hey, before you kill me, you're on fire, spare my life.
Yeah.
But the reason I like that scene so much too was like, that reminded me of Breaking Bad in its prime, man. Those standoffish events where you're like, oh man, something's going down, but I don't know how it's going to go down. That was just quintessential Breaking Bad. And it was Vince Gilligan, I guess, directing this movie just like he directed the Breaking Bad show. So
It's always Jesse with the gun. Like, other than Walt blowing off the entire white supremacist group and shooting the twin brothers in the head, Jesse did a lot of the killing for Walt.
I think that's what Walt kind of appreciated too. You know?
Like, Jesse, he killed Gale. He showed up at Gale's house and just,
Yeah.
that's insane, man.
Yep. But Walt killed Jesse's girlfriend.
Yeah, Walt,
Smothered her, right? Or
he
just
poisoned her.
Just didn't wake her up.
She was overdosing
and just didn't wake her up or get help, and just sat there with. You could tell. Oh, what a great! I gotta rewatch, man. What a great scene that was too. He was just watching her overdose, and he thought about it. You could see the struggle on his face. He didn't do it because he knew it was for Jesse's own good, man.
That girl was toxic for him.
The writing, so good in this show.
You got your scene,
So
Jay?
good.
Yeah, I gotta say the scene with Walt.
Yeah,
They're in
the
the
flashback.
Just a classic flashback. Classic Jesse Walt dynamic. Walt trying to kind of guide him in the right direction a little bit. And Jesse kind of being, I'm too smart for this. I'm too good for this.
Yeah.
I just love that arrogance from Jesse. That dynamic.
Just a kid.
Yeah, exactly. So I gotta say,
Doesn't even know it's coming his way at that point in his life. My favorite scene
Go for it.
is when he is searching through the apartment looking for that fucking money. And when it pans out and it's just all the different rooms in the apartment and all the different Pinkmans tearing up the apartment.
Like a blueprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like a blueprint. And you could
cool.
just see him ripping on everything, just going to town trying to find that money. I loved just the way that was shot and how they put that together. It was crazy. And also in the apartment when he was hiding behind the mattress with the gun and the fake cop noticed the
It's
pill.
like, I'm no cop killer.
Yeah. You hear the gun cock, it zooms right in on the barrel.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, man, this is why I'm here. This is why Breaking Bad is so great.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I didn't expect Jesse to be behind there. Initially.
He was just like,
Yep.
I'm no fucking cop killer.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
man.
So there you go. Check it out if you haven't already. It's a great movie. We highly recommend
Watch
it.
Breaking Bad if you
Yeah.
haven't already.
Yeah.
Get with it or get out.
Yeah.
Well said, Andrew. Look at that.
Great series, great follow-up movie.
All right. Jumping chips here.
Speaking of follow-up movies,
Hey, there we go. I was trying to think of a transition.
Venom 2.
Venom 2.
/ Spidey crossover junk.
Yeah, we have some news that just dropped yesterday. IndieWire headline here. Venom 1 director confirms Tom Hardy franchise building to Spider-Man crossover. And then the sub-headline is, anyone hoping to see Tom Hardy and Tom Holland face off on the big screen is in luck.
I don't think they're gonna face off. Really, I don't think that's.
You
gonna,
don't?
I don't. Well, okay, so I don't think it's gonna be a full movie
This guy.
of them facing off.
Really?
Oh, no way.
I think it's gonna be a couple scenes of them beefing it out.
Yeah.
And then they team up to fight a bigger threat,
Like
aka
Carnage?
Carnage. Yeah. So that's what I think is gonna happen.
Is that what happens in the comics? Can we reference? Do they team
They
up?
do team up at one point.
Spidey and
not
Venom?
all
Yeah.
of them, but like Spidey and Venom square off so many times.
Yeah.
So like I feel like you said, I feel like they'll fight a couple times in short bursts.
Yeah.
and then
It won't be a
dive
full-
into the big battle with Carnage.
Not a full movie though of Spidey versus Venom.
I don't think so.
But
That'd be crazy regardless. I'd love that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
oh, yeah.
mind it
Yeah.
at all. But
I
I think
kinda like
I
the
think the
team
way
up
you're
too,
you're
though.
going is the right direction.
I think that's the best direction.
Sorry.
Venom has been definitely the most iconic Spidey villain, right?
Milkshake IPA here. Venom, either him, Green. I think Green Goblin.
Green
over
Goblin.
him.
True. But Venom, I don't know actually, man.
Him,
I might give you a
Doc
run for
Ock,
your money.
and Venom are probably his top three.
Yep.
I might give you a run for your money with that. Venom, man, is noticed worldwide.
Yeah.
So is Green Goblin though, so it could go
I
both
feel like
ways.
Venom's also noticed worldwide because of the black Spidey suit. Though.
Exactly. People
So-
associate that just with Spider-Man. Yeah, but I think it would be cool to see Tom Holland and Ed Hardy.
Is it going to be an MCU movie or a Sony movie? Sony, right?
Yeah, Sony.
Yeah.
Sony.
Yeah.
So they'd just essentially be borrowing Tom Holland Spider-Man for a Sony movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows how well that'll be written?
Don't know how I feel about that.
If it's someone like Andy Serkis, though, who's directing Venom 2, who has played a role, literally, in the MCU in Black Panther, I think it could be doable. I think he is...
So that's the guy that was obsessed with vibranium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
the guy with
directing
one
it.
arm and they like made it robotic, whatever. Yeah.
He is directing Venom 2.
I love that villain.
That's what I'm saying.
I love
He's
him as a villain.
He's a good actor, and I hear he's got, like, a crazy mind.
He's a mouth.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be better than Venom 1 for sure.
I kind of hope so.
And I also think that if he's starting to lay the groundwork for, putting Tom Holland in with Venom, I think he'll probably do a better job of that as opposed to the first director of Venom, like, what's his name? Fletcher?
I think it's Fletcher. Yeah.
Fletcher.
It's Ruben Fletcher.
Ruben Fletcher. Because
Fleischer. It might be Fleischer. I don't know.
you know what we're trying
Call
to say.
him Ruben.
Yeah, Rube.
Thiege.
And I think Andy Serkis probably knows the way, like, money would pull like they do in the MCU. Maybe maybe he'll talk to Feige a little bit on the side, be like, give me some ideas.
I was gonna say that. Just get Feige in there, dude.
Maybe, but like you said, the fact that he's been in the MCU, I feel like is enough to just trust him with a movie like this because he's acted in it, he's seen how a script is written, like he knows what's good and what's bad.
Well, don't discount the fact that Tom Holland. I mean, he knows.
Yeah, that's true.
He knows his Spider-Man. You know what I mean? He
He
knows his Spider-Man from the MCU, and he's gonna.
How can we forget that guy?
So we're even though it will probably be a Sony movie, Tom Holland's gonna bring a big part of the MCU into that movie.
An even better point. Let me lay one more layer on.
I know
you.
that was a pretty good
Give
point.
him some knowledge. That was a great point.
Yeah, here's some
See that coming.
a little more knowledge too, though. Kevin Feige has helped direct every single Spider-Man movie since Tobey Maguire.
No shit,
When
really?
Sony had him. He's been in the background as a producer. He didn't have full executive producer status, but he has helped produce every single Spider-Man movie since Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland.
I was gonna say, kind of dropped the ball on Amazing Spider-Man 2 a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't think that was Sony again, right?
Yeah,
And so, I mean, they have the say at the end of the day, but Feige definitely puts in his 2 cents and, like, makes sure things go smoother than probably if he wasn't there. So I think he'll also have some say in the movies that Sony produces with Tom Holland and Ed Hardy.
Hey, side question, really quick. It's about Spider-Man.
Tom Hardy.
Did I say Ed Hardy?
Yeah.
Isn't that a clothing brand? I think it is. Ed Hardy.
Dude,
Ed Hardy is a clothing brand for, like, tweens.
I was like, what the hell? Who is Ed Hardy?
What's
Maybe
his name?
he's friends with.
Tom Hardy.
I think Ed Hardy's
I think
friends
I-
with Kevin Feige.
I think I said Tom Hardy.
Just making up people.
Or actually, I think I said Ed Hardy twice.
Well, folks, it's Tom
It's
Hardy.
Tom. Well, now we're correcting ourselves. Hey, so the other day,
He was Bane, right? In the Dark Knight Returns.
Tom Hardy?
I'm pretty sure he was Bane.
No way. I'll be blown to bits if that's true.
I don't think that's true.
I think it is.
I don't think it's true.
You want to put a bet on it?
Nah, because you might be right.
You want to put a bet on it?
Wait.
I'm dying to ask this question.
Okay, go.
All right, so
Nah, don't wait.
you suck.
In the Dark Knight?
Yeah, no, the third movie, Dark Knight Rises. Come on, the Joker was all in that. Two-Face.
Oh, guess who it is?
Tom Hardy.
Guess who it is?
Is it Tom Hardy?
It's Tom Hardy.
Yeah!
How can you make that out, though? When his voice is so distorted.
It doesn't even look like him. He's shaved head. He looks jacked up. Like, you wouldn't think it's him.
Bane was a sick villain. Anyways, ask.
So
Your cue.
I was Dad and I were at the tire shop yesterday
Oh,
because
boy.
we had to get 4 new tires. And while we were sitting there in the waiting area for about a half hour, I was just kind of playing some clips of Spider-Man or the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 on YouTube. And me and my dad were just watching them. And I got to thinking, I was like, what suit do I like better? Because he changes suits from the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I'm just curious to know what you guys think about this, to be honest. Do you guys have any opinions on that?
I do, for sure.
Because I have a very strong opinion
Oh, wow. I definitely have a favorite suit in mind.
between the two.
I'll
Because they're
say
pretty
this.
different.
Yeah, they are very different. And it all starts with the eyes.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
The Amazing Spider-Man suits?
Yeah.
The eyes in the first suit were like sunglasses shades. Like, it's just...
I think we're going to disagree.
I think we
here.
are too. Let me tell you, I like the suit in the first one, but the suit in the second one is more clean and crisp in my opinion. It looks. I have the cutout in my basement. Like I have a literal cutout of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and it just looks so good.
You know why I like the second suit better? Is because it's reminiscent of Tobey Maguire's suit.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to say that.
It is, and that's
I
my
literally
favorite
just
suit.
mouthed Tobey Maguire. Camera zoom in on my mouth.
That's my favorite suit. It's the cloth with the clean freaking spider lace. That's my favorite suit. I like the cloth suits.
The
better than
Tobey
that.
suit though, like you could really see like the lines.
I love the
They were
Toby
raised
suit.
a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
The Rami suit. it's
Yeah,
called.
the Rami suit.
Um,
And that was a beautiful suit.
I like the suit from Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought it looked cool. You know what it comes down to? I think the suit in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 looked a little ridiculous.
You're just saying that because you have a.
The costume?
Yeah.
No, I got the costume because I think the first suit's sick.
Oh, okay.
Is the costume based on the first suit?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like the
It is a cool
eyes a
suit.
lot in the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit.
I don't.
the
not
eyes
like
in
the
the
suit.
eyes in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 look, in my opinion, ridiculous.
What?
He looks like a beetle. Like they're so big, dude, on his
suits.
head.
They're big in the first one too.
Not that
They're
big.
definitely smaller in the
They're
first
definitely
one.
smaller, and they're black, which I think looks badass. And I don't know, it's something about the darker tones in the first.
I like that one better. Yeah, you're right. They are much bigger in the second suit, but I still like the second suit
Much better.
much better.
All right.
I don't know. Now looking at him, man, I might have to say the first suit, man. The spider in the center of his suit is black, and in the second suit it's gray.
I like it.
And I think the black is way more
Yeah.
crispy. Like
With the black eyes, dude.
ooh.
Anyway, that was my side tangent. All right, let's get into this here. For the sake of time.
Man, now I'm gonna be debating this all night in my own head.
Tell you what, take it to the end of the show and then give me your answer.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this.
New trailer released for a new line of X-Men comics, I guess.
Marvel X-Men comics.
Marvel X-Men comics.
Were they not Marvel before?
No, they were, but they're just it's gonna be
confused.
it's gonna be Marvel X-Men #1.
Fill
So
us in on this a little bit.
it's just gonna be, I forget who's writing it, who's illustrating it. All I know is there's a trailer out promoting the comic,
We watched it before.
and you did, and I think the
How often do you see that? A trailer promoting
Yeah.
I know.
comic series? Like,
I did actually see one too promoting the Venom comics that I have. The absolute,
Venom or Carnage?
the Absolute Carnage ones.
Oh, so it's Carnage.
Yeah.
Not Venom.
All right. The Carnage ones.
Clean Louis' tank yet?
So, anyways, it's a trailer
Confirmed now.
promoting this line, and it's going to be X-Men #1. I think it's coming out in November, and then I think they're going to be monthly. So you can read the story, see how it unfolds, which honestly I might get into. I might get the first one and then read them.
I'll check it out.
Because at least this
Might as
way,
well.
like, I don't have to go thumbling through, like, different editions and numbers and stuff, because there's so many different Spider-Man ones, whereas this, it's X-Men #1, they're starting it, and it comes out monthly.
I wish they do that with Spider-Man.
They have,
There's
they are.
so many Spider-Man comics. It's stupid.
Is there an app for comics? I'll just throw that out there.
You can.
Can I get them on my phone?
You get like
somehow?
a Marvel subscription and just have it on an app or on your open it up on a web browser.
How much is a subscription? Do you know?
Probably 10 or less a month.
Really?
I'd say.
I was
I
thinking about
debated
that.
it for a while.
Just because
whether
I feel
wanted
like
to
you
get
know
one.
so much more lore.
You do.
You know, and you could use the stories from the comic books to kind of almost predict what's going to happen in the MCU.
That's what they're doing with the Absolute Carnage series.
I wish they would do that in Sony. I wish they would just make a whole thing for Carnage.
Yeah.
And if they don't kill him in this Tom Holland Venom crossover movie, like
I
survives
don't
or
know if
whatever.
they will.
Imagine like an alternate universe type of thing where Carnage just
I don't really have to
murks
imagine.
all these heroes. But Sony doesn't have all the Marvel heroes, so it'd be difficult.
Do we think that? Do you think that they specifically are launching this new X-Men comic with the MCU in mind?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you think they're just kind of setting the stage for them to appear in the MCU?
Well, I do know that the Carnage, I almost called them magazines. The Carnage comics that they're coming out with play kind of a role in what the plot's going to be for the Carnage movie, like with Venom. So I think
how are those connected?
it's similar plot, kind of.
Oh.
That's, yeah. But I think with the X-Men one, it's going to be... So X-Men movies aren't going to be probably like 5-6 years down the road, right?
I think it's going to be quicker than that.
6 years now.
They might start dropping
I'd give it about
hints.
like 4 years.
Yeah, after Phase 4
It's definitely gonna be
in
Phase 5.
2021, I think. So I think one of the first movies we're going to see in Phase 5 is an X-Men movie, because they're going to want to throw them into an Avengers movie at
So
some
you think
point.
like 2022?
Yeah.
So like
23 maybe?
3 years? 4 years? 3
I'd
or
say
4 years?
23.
Yeah, I'd say 3
Listen,
to 4 years would
that's
be a good
still-
timetable.
That's still a lot of comic to come out before those are even introduced.
Hell yeah.
So like I'm curious to see if it's going to play a role in that plot.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, which would be really interesting to see how Marvel writes and then portrays the X-Men.
The X-Men are sick.
I know
Like,
they're
nothing
cool,
about
man.
them.
they're just...
You know,
It's crazy because they vary in so many different ways, from age, ethnicity,
Gender.
powers, gender. Like, you have a ton of female characters that they could really like dive into with
Dark
these
Phoenix.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix.
Didn't that movie kind of
Rogue.
blow?
sucked.
Yeah. But like, there's so many female X-Men characters that they could like give strong plot points to, and like, this is where, you know, a lot of our women viewers would be very happy for Marvel and the MCU type of thing. And, you know, I know they're exploring more options for more female oriented movies, so I think we'll see some like big roles. And Mystique, like, she was huge in the last X-Men saga. Like, she was the main person in the last X-Men movies. So I think Mystique's gonna have another big role. It's a shame Jennifer Lawrence isn't coming back for that, most likely, because Jennifer Lawrence is...
Oh, yeah. Brie Larson wants an all-female Marvel movie. Did you hear
Brie
that?
Larson is beautiful.
She's pushing for that.
I saw a movie trailer.
If it's a good movie, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
I'm not going to get into it.
But if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. That's universal. Am I right?
Brie Larson.
No, I agree with that completely. I don't...
think
I'm not
in love
going to
with
say
her,
it. I
guys.
don't want to get...
Listen, to go back to the X-Men thing though, and
Yeah.
when they're going to be debuting,
I have a problem.
I think
Like Brie Larson?
Yeah, a lot.
I think that it'll
like the way
be
she looks. Oh, what's up, Tate?
I think it'll be interesting to see if they touch on the X-Men maybe in a post-credit scene from the Eternals.
They're definitely going to be
I think
introduced
that's
in a
what they
post-credit scene.
should do.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
how
I think
they
the Eternal. Yeah, you said the Eternals set up the X-Men.
Yeah, a Celestial died on Earth,
yeah.
and its blood
Yep.
leaked into the Earth, and over years and years, genetically fucked up what we know as like the X-Men now.
Right.
So
There's a ton of theories on why they haven't been in the MCU yet.
Did you see the deleted scene from Spider-Man or from
Iron
Iron
Man?
Man 3 or 2?
Yeah. One.
Iron Man 1?
One.
Iron Man 1.
Wasn't it?
Nick Fury walked in at the
No,
end.
wasn't it the
not that
Hulk?
one. No, we're not. I'm not talking about that.
It might have been the Hulk.
I'm
I
talking
think
about.
it was the end of the Incredible Hulk.
No.
No,
It's an Iron Man.
I know
deleted
what you're
scene.
talking about.
I don't think you did.
Robert, yes, I do. I know
What?
exactly
where he
what you're
discovered the.
Yes.
So
Where
that
Nick
wasn't
Fury
Hulk.
walks in?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
No.
well, maybe I'm not.
No.
Same thing.
Maybe you and I are
I'm
thinking
just
the
gonna
same
shut
thing.
up and let him talk.
In a deleted Iron Man scene,
Yeah.
he discovers or goes through the secret projects that they're doing and
Yep.
discovers Project Exodus,
Yeah.
which is the unanswered project that's been going on throughout the MCU, which people are saying is the X-Men and the X-Gene and all that stuff.
I know what you're talking about.
So
That's been
Iron
flying
Man
around as a rumor
discovered
for a
this
while.
shit,
Yeah.
but
Iron
it was a
Man
deleted
did?
scene.
Yeah, I think it was 2 or 3. I think you're right. I think
you.
it was 2.
Thank you.
Well, the one we were thinking of, I think, was the same thing.
When
Because
Fury
Nick
came
Nick
in
Fury
and said
mentioned
yes.
mutants,
And he mentioned mutants.
and spider
And
radioactive spider bites.
Yeah. That's what I was totally thinking you
But-
were going with. But
So, what I'm curious to know is how they're going to introduce them and kind of figure out a way to explain why they haven't been in the MCU so far.
Same thing with Fantastic Four.
Well, the Fantastic Four, because they've been in the negative zone.
Is that confirmed? Like what we really think they're going to do?
the
I'm
negatives.
I'm pretty confident that's what they're going to
So
do.
we're going to see Mr. Negative.
So-
as a villain.
Probably in
The-
the first Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Mr. Negative is sick.
The way I think it's going to go is they got their
Sick.
powers and then they were immediately trapped in the negative zone for all this time. And then they finally get out of the negative zone.
And Reed Richards buys the old Avengers.
Hopefully
Tower.
it's John Krasinski.
I just want to see the casting. I really do.
Do you not hope it's John Krasinski?
No, I do.
Oh, big time.
I was just a sigh of please.
Yeah. I hear that.
Who's going to be the Thing?
The Rock.
Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to it at all, but I feel like he tried to make his role too funny, and I'd get mad at
That's
it.
a little too Hollywood. Get a nobody like who Tom Holland was.
Yeah, I agree.
Tom Holland wasn't a nobody though.
All right. What was he in that you?
I didn't-
watched?
I didn't watch.
All right. Well
But
then,
when they cast him, I remember watching and reading news reports saying he did a phenomenal job in the prior 2 movies he was in.
but what I'm saying is
I
like
couldn't tell you the
The
names of
Rock
them.
is a household name.
But dude, he's the highest grossing actor in the last 2 years.
Yeah, he's got like 140 something million followers on like Instagram and stuff. He's got everything. So
Hey, you know his TV show Ballers? That's what he is always, a baller.
yeah, that's true.
Hey, do we want to talk either about Doolittle next or Fortnite Season 2? Because
I guess-
time's a ticking.
We'll do Doolittle just because Robert Downey Jr.
We could do both. I think we could do both.
All right, then let's speed it up.
All
here.
right. Wait, first though,
I really
favorite
don't have
X-Men.
much to say about Doolittle.
Favorite X-Men. I know you don't know too many, but if you give some thought.
Wolverine, dude.
Wolverine.
What's the ape? The monster? I like him. I like that guy.
The Beast.
Yeah.
I believe his name is the Beast.
Yeah. That guy looks cool. I don't know the
He's
X-Men.
blue.
Yeah, he is blue. My favorite is Nightcrawler.
I
just
like Nightcrawler too.
Pop around place to place, teleportation is pretty sick. I think he might have shape shifting. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on
Is
it.
his name the Beast?
Yeah.
Because you know who the Beast is in FIFA?
Tate goes, I like the ape.
Like what? Who's that? Honestly, my favorite X-Men character might be Magneto. Magneto's a sick villain.
Cool.
Yeah, he looks
He's
cool.
the Beast, right?
Yeah,
Is his
it's
name?
Beast.
Not the Beast, just Beast.
What do we think about Doolittle? Let's do a hard transition there.
I'm worried.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be good. Robert Downey Jr. is a great actor. That's the bottom line for me. I mean,
It's gonna be so different to see him in this kind of a role.
it's gonna kind of suck, but like I think it'll be a good movie.
I don't know if I'm gonna see it. I really
Really?
don't know. I said this today earlier. The only Dr. Doolittle I know is Eddie Murphy.
When was the last time you saw that though?
A while.
Long time ago.
My thing is, personally, I think the premise of... Here's a hot take.
Okay.
I think the premise of Dr. Doolittle is a little absurd. Like-
he's the only one that can talk to
Like,
animals,
wow, he
right?
can talk to animals. Kind of cool. Like, he sticks his head in,
Yeah,
in a
like,
fish jar and he talks to an octopus.
I agree with you. Like, I have no interest.
I'll see it because Robert Downey Jr.'s in it. That's what it comes
we'll
down
see
to.
it.
I'm not too excited for it, honestly. I hate to say that.
His accent was money, bruh. in that trailer, he sounded like a beast. I'll see it.
When does it come out?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see.
Good thing. God bless Google. How many things have we Googled tonight? I think we should do a game where
January.
every time we Google something, we take a sip.
January 17th.
All right, it's coming up.
I agree with that game. I like it.
Hold
The
on.
idea of it. What?
How about this?
Tom Holland's
Tom
in it?
Holland's
Yeah,
in it.
Tom Holland's in it.
I didn't know that. And Selena Gomez.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, it was Betsy.
It's
Selena
got my head
Gomez.
turning now. I might be
Andrew,
checking it out.
Selena Gomez or Brie Larson?
Brie Larson.
That was pretty quick.
Who is Tom Holland in this movie? Jip?
Probably voices somebody.
Yeah, he's probably a monkey
yeah.
or
I want to
a
see
lion.
what
No, he's definitely not a lion.
Doolittle.
He's definitely a monkey. Tom Holland is definitely the monkey that chills with Robert Downey Jr. throughout the whole movie.
Yep.
Like, there's no doubt.
Like a chimp.
Yeah.
I don't know who Jip is.
Dude, I'd be so happy if that character was like
Oh,
Robert Downey's best friend.
He's a
in the movie.
dog.
He's a
All
dog.
right, I could see that,
yeah,
too.
see a loyal companion by his side. Yep.
Selena Gomez is a giraffe.
Okay.
She's not Selena Gomez in the movie.
Oh, Craig Robinson is in this too. Who? Daryl from The Office
Oh, shit.
as a mouse.
He's this big ass dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
I thought you were going to be like, he's an elephant.
Nah.
John Cena is in this
Yeah.
as a polar bear.
I'm definitely not going to see this movie.
And let's see, for any other notables that I know. Octavia Spencer as a duck.
A duck, bro.
And Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doolittle. Moving
Greg
forward.
Robinson.
I'll check it out.
Pressing on.
All right. Fortnite Season 2. Let's get into this quickly. What did you guys see the live event? I know Tate did. Did you
I
see
watched
it?
it afterwards, yeah.
What do you think?
I couldn't believe it.
Fun fact, I had no idea that the event was happening when it did. I didn't know that was the date or anything until like after. I woke up, I was like, it's been a long time since I played some 4. I'm going to send a round of Team Rumble. And I go, and then I find out that
You played during the event?
I found
Yeah.
out
Holy shit.
I was watching that.
I found out that the event happened, and I was like, oh my god, I had no idea when I intended like just to play.
Yeah.
And I sent around, and then I found out the event was happening because they had the countdown.
What a stroke of luck.
Stroke of luck is right. And when I like first entered the game, you know how they had,
Then you couldn't play
they had the countdown clock,
Yeah.
and it was like 13 minutes. I got a round off.
Sucks.
I got a round off, bitch. So,
That's so hilarious.
but and it was
This
13
guy's
minutes.
losing it over here.
Yeah, I don't know what's good with him.
Oh,
I'm just trying to get a point across.
sorry. I just find that funny.
And
you really want to
after
play a
13
game
minutes,
of Fortnite?
yeah, I just went and played around for it. Shit you not. Saw the clock. I was like, I'm staying. I was like, I'm in it. I went into another game, and then the
awesome.
event happened, and then I couldn't play because I was looking at the glowing butthole.
The black hole.
Yeah. But
I think they did that for way too long.
people lost their fucking
I
minds.
was almost losing my. I never play Fortnite. I was losing my fucking mind.
People lost their
See the
mind.
video of the kid slapping the shit out of his TV because
Yep.
he couldn't play Fortnite. He's like, "Come on, you fucking bitch!"
Yep.
Like, he's this 12-year-old screaming at his TV. I was like, "Damn, that brings me back to the Halo days."
But
What's new about Season 2?
I guess just the graphics and the map.
They got boats now.
They got boats.
You
Just
could fish.
Yeah, you can fish.
I
That's
think
true.
they have different guns.
It looks clean. It looks reborn, like a
Yeah.
remastered Fortnite game. Like some of the locations that were on the old map made it over to this map with like a little differences. Yeah, like retail rows in it.
Oh. I didn't know
Like
that.
little differences in how they look, but like they made it onto the new map.
Not a fan of that.
I
If you're gonna
almost
start
agree.
a new map, start a new map.
Yeah, I agree with that. But you know,
I think-
some streamers love it, so good for them.
I think this game needed something of
Yeah.
a change
It
because
it literally needed a restart button. because
Honestly,
That's what they did. Literally.
people were not playing this game. People were over it.
me included. I mean, when I first like found out about Fortnite, just like everyone, it was a fun game, man. We would play a lot in the dorm, just send rounds and stuff and shoot the shit. It was fun. It was something to do. And then over like 2 years of it being the same thing with stupid updates, I was just like, this isn't even worth it.
Stupid updates, kids getting cracked out of their mind building. Like,
Yeah.
it just got hard, and you know it's tough to keep up with that unless you're committed. And
Yeah.
every game you play, if you get top 10, you're fighting against people that know what to do in the top 10 versus you that's gets
a
the
stroke
top
of
10.
luck.
Yeah, it gets the top 10 every like 10 or so games, and then you got to go up against these master builder freaking Mario guys. Like, there's
like,
no hope.
The streamer I
No
watch
hope.
pretty often, he used to play Fortnite a lot, and then started playing other games like Apex, Destiny, and stuff like that. And he tried Chapter 2 and he streamed it, and someone commented like Chapter 2 thoughts, and he was like, it's good. He goes, I mean, but it's still Fortnite. It's still just super sweaty builds, like people going to town building and stuff.
Editing. And...
Yeah, it's still that kind of aspect, but he's like, it's nice to have like new spots for now until inevitably this gets old.
Well, that brings me to my question is...
Darkness 429, by the way, I'll reference him.
Hey, there's a shout out.
Sponsor us.
What would you do if you liked this video or something like that, or
I don't know.
commented on the YouTube video?
But he has King's Coast Coffee. It's his coffee company, and like he's balling from that. So good for him.
Dude is living large.
I would love to try some
Makes
of
his
that.
money off coffee, makes more money off streaming.
Yep.
What more could you
So
want?
Fortnite clearly did this whole stunt with the blackout and everything to get people back into their game.
They did.
There's no doubt about
Did
it.
it work for you?
I'm curious. I'm hesitant to download it only because I don't know if it'll be worth it with like a 25 gigabyte update.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll check it out. I'm not like reborn like the game. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, this is awesome. Like I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna do this. It'll never
get
be
good.
It'll never be the same as when I like first found out about Fortnite. And I was hesitant even then. Andrew and our friend Mike, who like found out about it before me, were like, dude, try this game. We know you'll like it.
Raving.
And I tried it and I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is fun. Like, this is a fun game. And then
Die, restart, get back in it. Like,
and that's a nice feature they have now, by the way. Did you see that?
What?
When you die, you don't have to go back to the lobby. So you
you just start a next round?
You spectate while you're like loading into the next
Oh,
lobby. And
that's
then
pretty cool.
And then
That's
you
pretty
just
neat.
drop. Yeah,
That's
which is
nice.
cool. Because it gives you something to fucking watch other
Yeah,
than
yeah,
sitting
definitely.
in the lobby, emoting.
Cool.
I
I'm
would,
going to try it. I really don't play Fortnite, but I'm
I would
curious.
say...
Yeah, same.
I don't think I'm going to take
No?
the time to download it. Like, my PS4 might download it
That's-
on its own
that's what I was
automatically.
saying.
And, like, then maybe I'll look into it, but I'm not going to go out of my way.
Yeah.
Put this
Yeah.
big-ass download into my PS4 and then, like, play it mad. Like, I don't think I'll play it at all, in all honesty. Like, there's just... If I'm going to play a video game, it's probably going to be a story-heavy oriented video game where I
Right.
get drawn into
Like
it.
Outer Worlds!
Which is coming out next week.
It is fun, though. If you're
I'm
just...
probably gonna pop on that, to be honest.
There we go. Let's do it.
If it's just, chilling with some homies and you're just having some beers or something and you want to send around and pass the controller and see
Yeah.
who gets
Yeah,
further,
even-
that's what it's fun for. But
Even then, I'd rather play FIFA.
yeah. There's other options now. I mean, Fortnite was amazing in its prime. It was revolutionary. And now it's
Gave
kind of...
so many people a job.
It's kind of just being drawn out. And that's why I'm curious to see if Chapter 2 will,
Hold the hype.
hold the hype for even over like a month.
It's got to be hard to prevent against that as a game company. Like
There's gonna be haters regardless.
You know what I mean? But how do you prevent a game like Fortnite from eventually getting old? Like, I try to think about that all the time.
That's why
how do
they
you
do so
do
many
that?
updates.
The building meta. That's what turns people off. Like Apex is fun because anyone can pick up the controller and you don't have to worry about someone building all
Yeah.
around you and making you look like an ass.
It's just a shooter. You dive and take cover.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
That's why Apex
I
I,
love
find
Apex.
is more fun than Fortnite.
Yeah.
And that's why Fortnite was so revolutionary, but that's also its demise, kind of, which is
Because
interesting.
if you aren't good at building, why would you bother
You're
playing?
fucked.
Because you're just gonna get slapped.
I learned that the hard way.
You brought up a point to me, though, the other day. You said if Fortnite added a no building mode with the full map, that'd be kind of fun.
I'd play in a heartbeat.
with
in
like
a heartbeat.
with like a couple more.
I would play as long as like they had like the feature of like being able to like prone into cover. Well, I forgot the name of the actual
prone.
word. Like,
prone.
is it prone into cover? Like you just not like lay down, but like attach to the wall, like in Gears.
oh
of
yeah,
War.
just cover.
Yeah.
Wall
I
cover.
think that's an easy thing for them to add if they're doing
Like
all
on a
these-
tree or
Yeah,
something,
yeah, I
because
know
the
what you
trees won't like. I'm sure they can maybe take damage or break, but
Yeah.
like you're not gonna be like farming them, so
Right,
you just
right.
use a tree as cover.
Right,
and
that'd
shit
be pretty
like that.
cool.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. That'd be
That would definitely get me to play the game again.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not good enough at building, cranking 90s, editing through things to just be good
Yep.
and pick up victory royales every couple games.
And you got to think all those Fortnite players out there who aren't the best at building, That's the mode that would get them back in.
Just
the
an
game.
even playing field.
Yeah.
Add a little bit more cover in the map, more trees and stuff. Even make it half the map that is like a no build map, and it'd still be fun.
Yep.
So
anyway, all right, release radar,
Fast.
Andrew, take it away.
Pull it up here. Let's see. Movies coming out this Friday, October 18th. We got Lighthouse, as Tate mentioned last week.
Excited.
Monday
So-
Night Movie Boys.
Could be.
I don't think it's in theaters.
Oh, it's not.
Could be not.
Select theaters.
We gotta find a theater.
Well,
I really want to see that movie.
Let me tell you, we got another Monday night movie we could go to, and that's Zombieland Double Tap.
Oh, there we go. Now we're talking.
78% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That'll be our first comedy movie we've seen together. So that'll be a good time.
Yeah,
And I want you to see the first one before.
I will. I'll watch that. Maybe tomorrow.
You'll like it.
I'll watch it in bed.
Jojo Rabbit comes out October 18th,
Also
and
excited.
Maleficent.
It's a hard word to say.
It
I
is.
always struggle with that.
It's a mouthful to say the least. So those are coming out this Friday. Next Friday coming out for movies, we got The Countdown, which is that movie where you download an app. A lot of movies nowadays are surrounded by the phone. I'm really not
What's
liking
it called?
It's called The Countdown. So it's like an app you download, and it's supposed to count down until it's supposed to predict the day you die.
Yeah, I know.
Like
what
the
you're
amount of
talking
time you
about.
have until you die. And
It looks like a cheap.
yeah,
horror
it's
movie.
gonna be a crappy horror movie, but it's a horror movie nonetheless. And October has kind of been slacking with those. Like we have no big release for a horror movie
don't.
this year in 2019. So
What? I can't remember the last good horror movie that came out. What was it? I mean, 2019 has been kind of slacking.
It.
I think Annabelle came out this year, right? Wasn't the new Annabelle?
Annabelle?
movie?
I don't know if that was this year or not.
Yeah, I guess it.
It too.
Yeah, it was probably supposed to be it, but even you said that dropped the ball.
Yeah.
We watched It 1, and that was good. I enjoyed that.
Scary.
Also coming out next Friday, October 25th, is The Great Alaskan Race. And I don't know what it's about. I just saw the cover of it, and it looked kind of cool, so I was like, I might as well throw it in there on the pod.
Is that the Iditarod?
Yeah, that's what I thought of.
What?
The
Yeah,
Iditarod?
What the are you two talking about?
Jason did a project on it.
You're kidding me.
Iditarod.
Yeah.
So that's The Great Alaskan Race, then, I assume.
It's Iditarod racing is
With
a whole bunch of the dogs.
Yeah. There's
So,
a husky. There's a big husky in the picture as well. It's dogs. It's racing. I mean, if it's a movie about dogs, a lot of people are gonna like it. Point I want to bring up though, really quick. Gemini Man fell third in the box office this week behind Addams Family, and The Joker, I believe, was still on top. Addams Family did better than Gemini Man, and that brings concern to me.
I want to
Yeah,
see.
me too.
I want to see the Addams Family.
I want to see Gemini Man.
I want to see both, but now knowing that Gemini Man did worse than the Addams Family,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see
That's
it.
kind of disappointing.
Will Smith, man, I love him as an actor.
Oh, here we go. Dish it.
He's phenomenal, but his last couple projects have been not good. It's just sad to see because Fresh Prince, I Am Legend, I, Robot, all these.
I Am Legend was phenomenal.
The Pursuit of Happiness, he's had so many great movies early in his career, and
Fresh
now
Prince, even though it wasn't a movie.
Fresh Prince was
Don't get me started on
best
Fresh Prince.
TV show growing up. I swear it. The best actor oriented, non-cartoon based.
Oh yeah.
Phenom.
Remember being in Westbrook?
Up to a house about 7 or 8. Everyone knows the theme.
Yell
song.
to the cabin.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Remember being in Westbrook? It'd be 2 a.m. and we'd hear that on the TV.
You'd hear that, and then the
Yeah, the cow.
George Lopez. So
Lopez.
Gemini Man makes me a little weary. I don't know if I'm going to see it or not.
I hope so.
but I don't know. I miss the old Will Smith. And when I say old Will Smith, I mean the young Will Smith.
well, he's in this movie technically.
True.
Hey.
True.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Big video game week, October 25th. We got.
2 big ones.
We're going to start out with probably the biggest one of all. WWE 2K20.
Oh.
I've never played a WWE.
No, I don't
game.
give a shit for any of those type of games. UFC, WWE, I don't care for that. But
Same.
if
Can
you
you
want
play
a
Joe
fighting game, what?
in UFC.
I don't think so.
That'd be sick.
I don't think so.
That'd be sick.
But if you like wrestling, WWE 2K20 is coming out this upcoming Friday. Well, the following Friday, I should say.
Will not get that.
The Outer Worlds.
Oh, baby.
And I think I might pop on this almost
Oh,
immediately
baby.
because I've been looking for
I pre-ordered it.
I've been looking for an open
Did
world
you?
game. In all honesty.
Oh my god, dude! Let me just say this about the Outer Worlds.
Go ahead.
On social media, on Twitter, they are running right now an amazing marketing campaign,
Really?
like to get people hyped about it. It's so cool what they're doing. They're like releasing information about like different like creatures and stuff you could find in the world and like their anatomies and stuff like that.
No
It's just the
way.
coolest shit to me.
What the fuck do you do in this game?
It's an open world game, and it's set in outer space on these 2 planets in the Halcyon system, I think it's called. I've looked a lot up about this game.
There's
Yeah,
some
go
lore,
ahead,
huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Pop off.
There's like 2 planets. I think Terra is the name of one of them, and then
I'm just looking at pictures right now.
could be wrong. But anyway, it's set on 2 different planets. It's open world, and it's just like it seems just like Fallout, only
It looks like Fallout.
only in outer
Just
space.
outside.
I love Fallout because of all the side quests and the lore and
Look at this
the
shit.
storytelling.
I really hope you get a spaceship to kind of cruise around in type of thing.
I
or like a
read that
speed bike type of something, some sort of vehicle.
I read that there's no spaceships that you can take from like planet to planet, but I wouldn't doubt that there's some kind of like
Vehicle?
transportation.
I need some sort of hoverboard vehicle type
Yeah.
of thing in an outer space game like this. Come on, you telling me you're going to sit on one planet the entire?
2 planets.
Oh, there you go.
You just walk around and run into beasts.
And you do
Essentially.
missions. There's a big story.
Oh, there
A
is.
lot of lore. Oh yeah.
Tons of great upgradable
This game looks cool.
shit you could get. I'm probably gonna pop on it. I mean, I've fallen off the Red Dead wave. I still want to play. I still want to finish Red Dead in all honesty because my brother keeps hyping up how great the whole storyline is for that.
Yeah.
And I still need to play.
Last of Us.
Yes, The Last of Us Part 1.
I remember you grinding The Last of
Oh
Us.
my god, such a favorite game of all time.
Yeah, it was
All
a
time.
It was
all
a
time.
grind.
Mine is God of War 4.
That's a great game too, though.
Phenom.
Um,
I love the aspect of the gods.
one more quick thing about the Outer Worlds is one of the really, really cool features that they kind of had in, actually they did have in the Fallout games is the slow-mo gun shooting.
Yeah, when you
But
like, pin a headshot
yeah,
on somebody.
but it looks like a little bit updated and cleaner in the Outer Worlds and just cooler overall. So I'm just, I love Fallout and that kind of genre and that kind of feel of a game. So I'm really
You know,
looking forward
honestly,
to this.
I'm probably gonna like since you pre-ordered it, I'm probably gonna wait to hear your opinion on
All
it.
right, fair enough. I'll
And
tell you on the
then-
pod.
Yeah, and then once I get good or bad feedback, we'll ultimately decide if I pop 60 on it.
I hear you. And there's one more for
There is a big Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and honestly, I think I'm just gonna wait for Christmas for Call of Duty.
Probably me too.
Because
I might even ask for Call of Duty for Christmas.
Yeah.
I love Call of Duty, but like I'm in no rush to get
Yeah,
like
that's how I
like 2
feel.
or 3 video games like right now. So you know, I don't mind waiting for everyone else to just smoke.
It does
me
feel
when I
good.
do get
It's a good feeling Call of Duty game.
Yeah, I didn't even play
Yeah.
the beta. My brother played it, and like I just watched him. And it looked sick, but like
Looks like Call
if
of
I'm
Duty.
gonna like watch something and like be attracted to it, I think I'm more attracted to the Outer Worlds versus Call of Duty at the moment.
Yeah. But I'm gonna get it. But like you said, Andrew, I don't think drop 60 on it right away.
Yeah,
Does COD have a campaign?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, it does?
yeah.
Yep.
Wicked revamped campaign, like better than the last 4 campaigns.
Interesting.
Yep.
So
I bet the campaign's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
yeah, it's supposed to.
I've seen like
It's supposed to bring back some heavy memories from the first Modern Warfare, like Call of Duty 4.
Because
Modern
you think
Warfare.
of Call of
great
Duty,
graphics in the campaign too. It looks.
I
like.
believe it. You think Call of Duty and you just think online, but there's
You gotta have the
There are
There's
great
campaign.
campaigns within the Call of Duty series. Moving forward on TV, we have The Watchmen coming out on HBO. It's a very hyped series. It's been,
yeah.
endorsed and advertised for many months now, and I think I remember hearing about this almost like sometime last year. It's just big hype around this show, and I'm probably gonna watch it because it is superhero based. Like there's a power system within it, and I think it's supposed to be taking place either like after a movie or after a previous TV series.
I think there was a TV series. I think I saw the trailer for this actually, and it looked pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm probably going to dig my way into it because A, it is superheroes, and B, it's probably going to take over HBO now that Game of Thrones is done and we still don't have Westworld.
I think the whole premise behind it, no, maybe not, is like who you become when you're behind a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm mixing that up.
Theme.
Yeah, maybe I'm mixing that up. I think I'm mixing that up with another show. So
Maybe. We'll find out when we watch it.
Yeah.
And I'd love to give an episode review. type of deal. Lastly on the list is music coming out October 18th. The album name is Woptober, and it is by Gucci Mane.
I thought you were gonna say Fetty Wap, bro. And I was gonna throw confetti in the air. I love Fetty. Confetti in the air, Fetty.
Confetti, Fetty, Woptober. Let me tell you, Gucci Mane coming out with an album. Gucci Mane has hype around his rap himself. You know, he's built himself up quite a bit, and he's reliable for putting out pretty good bangers, I'd say. So, I mean, I know my brother's going to listen to it. I'll probably listen to it as well, just due to influence from him. So, I'm looking forward to that. Woptober, October 18th. Watchmen, October 20th. Ton of video games, October 25th.
November 8th, Luke Holmes.
Yeah.
That is coming up. We are approaching November, fellas.
We are.
Wow.
That's all I got on the release radar this week, folks.
Hey,
Keep tuning in.
Let's not forget, you guys lost a bet.
Oh. Let me tell you. I forgot.
I did too, to be
I'm
honest.
here to remind you. So let's
Yeah,
pour
because
out.
the winner, wow, how could you forget? This is empty. This is empty.
Have you listened to What You See Is What You Get by
Yeah.
Luke Holmes? Is that good? I haven't even heard it.
The song?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Good thing I brought it
I'll
up.
play it after.
Is it
Spare
slow?
White
No.
Claw
Oh, it's not?
It's pretty upbeat.
to suck down after that double IPA.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Crispy.
What, dude?
What's more satisfying, that or...
I think definitely.
The can.
that was a little anticlimactic.
The Keystone's just like,
Damn, only reason I opened it. This isn't a Keystone.
what? Oh, Rolling Rock. Dubra.
Do I get to pick or what is this?
I don't care. You
If
can
you
pick.
want to pick, yeah.
Each do.
Damn, dude. Oh, come on.
I was getting ready to put this down. I don't know if there's enough for 2 Dubra
Oh,
shots
yeah, there
here.
is.
He goes, oh yeah, there is. On Tate's boot shot glass.
I like this game.
I'm not. I shouldn't bet. I'm not a betting man.
I'm
Andrew,
not.
this is your second bet that you've lost.
I am not a betting man.
Hand me the boot.
Los Cabos.
Cabo San Lucas. That's where my parents went to vacay. Brought me a souvenir.
That's a nice souvenir. It's a boot.
Dude, leather and everything.
Is that genuine leather?
This feels like genuine.
Okay, explain it because people listening to this right now are like, why are they talking about a boot?
I have a shot glass here that's pretty much a tall shot glass, like an elongated one as opposed to the shorter fat ones. And
It's shaped like a boot.
it's quite literally in a boot. Like a well-made leather boot with what looks to be snakeskin toes. And this is
kid.
Los Cabos.
Down the hatch, John.
Los Dubros.
You're still losing a bet, and I know never to bet with you gentlemen ever again.
But let's be honest, we're going to in the future.
I'm 0 for 2. At some point.
We should keep score, have like a score.
Oh, I'm
board
keeping
going.
a mental score here. At some point, I will win.
It's got shit on the bottom.
Does it say Andy at
I
the
know,
bottom
I was
of
gonna
it?
say, does it say Andy?
Tate today on his work shoes, folks. He goes, yeah, the bottom of my work shoes are just so worn out. And he was just looking at him, and I see him take a pen and just write Andy on the bottom of his shoe. I couldn't believe my eyes. He's just like, I was like, is he writing Tate? Like, I thought he was writing Tate. He wrote Andy.
I wrote it right on the heel.
Like he's a toy.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
I was
Cheers.
like, you gonna write Bonnie on the other one? Oh shit. Tu salud, Don Corleone.
Love it.
God, it sucks every time.
It really does. Hey, if you want to follow me on social media, check me out on Twitter at JasonOnTap. I'd really appreciate it. And special shout out, as usual, to our YouTube page. Subscribe there and click on the bell notification.
Share
We'd
the
appreciate
love.
it.
We need people to listen to do this. I mean, not really, because we like it anyways. My throat's burning.
We want this to happen.
But share the love.
Tell people about this, yeah.
Spread the wealth. Share the love, please.
Yeah,
We
you
appreciate every
You
single
shout
one
us
of you.
out, we'll absolutely shout you out. You know,
We appreciate every single one of you.
one love.
I'm on Twitter at TateVeely04. Any any movie questions, movie suggestions, or ideas, just send them to me, and we'll read them on the pod.
Also, you can Gmail us. You can email us.
Well,
Any
is it a
questions or-
Gmail account?
Yeah, I guess you could say.
Well, you could Gmail us.
Can I say that?
Yeah, probably.
All right, you could
No copyright.
You could Gmail us at theontapboys@gmail.com. Theontapboys@gmail.com.
And lastly, follow me on Twitter, ATF796. I usually tweet when episode links are coming out, or I'll at least retweet the on tap
Twitter page. So give
Sweet.
it a look. Give it a shout out. Help us out. We love
right.
you guys.
Episode 8 coming at you next Friday. Until then, have a great week.